Devo, yes, Devo. To the uninformed, Ohio band Devo is frequently referenced as the ultimate one-hit wonder. Their video for the song Whip It is frequently referenced in movies, commercials, and television shows even today. Those a little more aware of the influence of the band may know that artists such as Pearl Jam, Nirvana, The Flaming Lips, Rage Against the Machine, Arcade Fire, and Fred Armisen from Saturday Night Live and Portlandia have all covered Devo tracks. Heck, even Minneapolis' famous punk rock champions Uranium Club cite the Bizarre Quintet as a strong influence. But while some people may know the band for only one song, and others know them for a collection of memorable hits, most people are unaware that Devo has effectively employed visual cues, symbols, and color schemes which have become the standard for communicating the 1980s, cool nerd characteristics, and futurism in mainstream media. In this presentation, we will explore the visual symbolism that the band has used to represent themselves while also defining culture.
Jumpsuits.
One of the most ubiquitous ways Devo has had an incredible influence in creating modern-day symbols of eccentricity is through their eye-catching yellow jumpsuits. The quirky image of the five-man band dressed entirely in hazmat suits has come to symbolize nerdy, futuristic, mad scientists after making its way into popular culture and has remained there firmly. As we see in this movie still from 1985's Back to the Future, here is Marty McFly asking Doc Brown if he is wearing a Devo suit. Jumpsuits also appear as an obvious nod to Devo in a 1985 commercial for the food of the future, Fruit Corners Fruit Bars. Modern examples of popular culture using jumpsuits as a symbol of bizarre futurism include the bands Polysix from Japan, along with sci-fi surf rockers, Man or Astro Man. The band also employed another jumpsuit style which would later prove to be influential. Their peculiar black and white suits, which they wore for a series of music videos. We can see a modern-day example in this Dell commercial using similar costumes and the colors of black, white, and red to reinforce a futuristic science fiction narrative of one of their new laptops. Appropriately enough, Devo wrote the song used in the video.
Energy Dome Hat.
To most people, the hat that Devo commonly wears is simply referred to as the Devo hat, used to signify the band itself. In addition to meaning Devo, the hat also signifies the 1980s, as demonstrated here in this Delta safety video, along with a popular teased hairstyle of that time. Why, even the fast food retailer McDonald's decided that the hat was indispensable to the image of the 1980s, going as far as to illegally use the hat for their New Wave Nigel Happy Meal toy character. While it may be just the Devo hat to some people, to Devo themselves, the hat means something very different. Called an energy dome by the band and fans, the hat is a symbol of the work of Wilhelm Reich, a controversial Austrian psychiatrist who claimed to have discovered a form of biological energy called orgone energy, and who ultimately died in prison after illegally selling devices such as hats, which he claimed to be able to harness this energy.
Latex wigs.
Frequently, Devo are seen wearing the same style of latex wig, a haircut parted on the side. The haircut fits in with the band's image of campy conformity, as this hairstyle is a code for the straight-laced, all-American businessman of the 1950s, masculine, kempt, and the head of the household. As the band portrayed an image of being strange, wiry nerds, the wig provides a jarring effect as the band's obvious failure to fit into normal society, making them appear extraordinary. Latex wigs have been employed in similar ways in modern culture, such as the 1990s Duracell Putterman commercials, which featured a very bizarre emulation of the all-American family archetype. Interstellar hip-hop artist Kool Keith also wears a latex wig, which aids him in appearing like an otherworldly being. Interesting to note, Cool Keith also wears a blue-colored jumpsuit as Dr. Octagon, an extraterrestrial time-traveling gynecologist from the planet Jupiter.
Colors of Devo.
As you may have noticed by now, Devo regularly wears gaudy colors, employing red, yellow, and blue in their image. While on occasion the band also incorporates green into their style, most of their media remains within the three primary colors. In addition to companies such as Kraft employing these color schemes to make their own nerdy futuristic marketing campaigns, these colors are still being used in modern-day science roles, proving that Devo was an early pioneer in propagating the cool nerd archetype. As you can see in this clip from The Life Aquatic, directed by ultimate cool nerd Wes Anderson and featuring Devo songs, the movie also employs this very same color scheme. You can see the blue jumpsuits and the red hats. Look familiar, right? But the yellow, red, and blue color scheme also appears in another very popular series about a cool nerd, in the show Breaking Bad. Here we see Walter White and Jesse Pinkman wearing a very familiar costume, a yellow jumpsuit with red headwear. Coincidence? Perhaps. But where's the blue? Why, the duo also wears blue latex gloves, which are very close to the color of the less commonly worn blue Devo hats. A final notable example, which also uses the classic Devo colors to create a kitschy science fiction atmosphere, is the character of Vault Boy from the immensely popular Fallout video games. As you can see, we can draw other comparisons to the images that Devo has used over and over again. Not only does Vault Boy wear a jumpsuit, but the way he's drawn signifies a character from a vintage advertisement, the same source that Devo draws from in their latex wigs. In conclusion, hopefully this video has helped you use your freedom of choice to accept or deny the wide influence that Devo's symbolism has had on modern nerd culture.